Okay, hello guys. Today our topic is about the probability and statistics 5, and it's our last part of statistics. Okay, so let's move to the first part about cumulative frequency. Okay, so here let's move to the first part about what is it. So here we have a diagram. We have the mass and frequency. Okay, mass is from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and 30 to 40. We have five groups. Okay, sorry, four groups, and we have different frequency. Okay, so what is cumulative frequency? That means like we added the frequency together. So here 4 means the mass is from 0 to 10, and the next frequency means the mass from 0 to 20. So that means two frequency added together, right? Okay, that is it. And we can set here for 20 to 30, that is for mass from 0 to 30, so that we have to add it 4, 7, and 15 together. And last part, we have to add it or the value together is m smaller or equals than 40, okay? So that is cumulative frequency. You can find frequency is added together, right? Okay. And then we can plot in the cumulative frequency curve. So here we have 10, 4, and 20, 11, 30, 26, and 40, 32, okay? So then we can plot this graph like here. So maybe for 10, 4, 20, 11, and 30, 26, and 40, 32, okay? So you can just try to draw them together as this graph. So here we can say that is a frequency, here is a group wise, and here is a frequency, okay? Or here is cumulative frequency. That is it. So also you can use your graph to find the median, okay? So maybe here, this is cumulative frequency, that means total number of the event or total number of the like the numbers here, okay? So we can say the total frequency is n. We can say the half frequency means middle position, right? That is for a half times n. And here represent for the median, okay? That is it. So like here, we also have the first or lower quartile and upper quartile. So lower quartile means like it has 1/4 n's position of the cumulative frequency. And for the upper quartile means the 3/4 n or 3/4 times the total number of the frequency, this position, okay? That is it. Next, this is Q1 and this is Q3. So we can set the interquartile range means the two quartile using their differences. Like here is Q3 minus Q1. That is exactly interquartile range here. Okay, that is it. Okay, so let's move into the next part about percentiles and the specific occurrence. Okay, so maybe here the question is asking us for calculating the 90th percentile. So that means the value of 90% of total frequency and what is the exact numbers or what is the frequency right here, okay? So maybe we can start, maybe we have like the, maybe for 40, okay? Maybe for 40 cumulative frequency right here. So 90th percentile means 40 times 90%. That is for 36, okay? That is for 36. So we can say here, for the quartile, we can just find the cumulative frequency graph and then find the point and then find the x-axis right here, okay? But then we can find the examining number right here, okay? So we can say total students is 28, okay? And here is a deliberate practice for you. So you can just try to solving them on yourself. But if you have no understanding of them, you can just keep on going and follow with me, okay? So maybe for first problem, we can say here is that the cumulative frequency graph shows there's height of 80 plants, so maximum cumulative is 80. So state y-axis values you would use to find median, lower quartile and upper quartile. So the median means like we got in the 40 or y equals to 40 points right here, okay? And then we find the x-axis, okay? Maybe here's the height, okay? So we are finding the exactly median height. And if you want to find the lower quartile, that means we have to find the 20th numbers of the plant and then find the x-axis means the height, right? And for the upper quartile is find the 60th percentile, okay? So here's the 60th number of the plant and here is for the upper quartile, okay? So the second problem is that if a curve crosses CF equals to 60 at 150 centimeter, we can say the upper quartile here is for 150, right? And the median is 130 and the lower quartile is 115. So we can say here the interquartile range is using the upper quotient of 150 minus the lower quotient of 115 equals to 35 centimeter, okay? That is the third problem. And for last problem is that the curve crosses 160 centimeter at a cumulative frequency of 72. How many plants are taller than 160 centimeter, right? So we can say here, because it crosses 160 centimeter at 72, right? So if you want to calculate how many plants taller than 160, so we can use in the total number of plants 80 minus the 72, because 160 centimeter represented for 72, and it means that the height of the plant smaller than 160 centimeter, there are total for 72 number of plants, right? So that here we have 8 plants left, that means they're taller than 100 centimeter, okay? That is for the problem 1.6. Hope you can understanding for it totally, okay? That's it for this our lesson. So see you next day. Bye.